Optimove, the leader in positionless marketing, frees marketing teams from the limitations of fixed roles, boosting campaign efficiency by 88%. Its positionless marketing platform delivers 3 transformative powers: data power for real-time customer insights, creative power for instant asset creation, and optimization power for self-optimizing campaigns. With Optimove, you can do anything and be everything. Go to optimove.com/totalretail to get your first month free when buying Optimove's positionless marketing platform.
Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, the editor-in-chief of Total Retail. I'm here at Shop Talk Fall in Chicago. I'm pleased to be joined on today's episode by Joe Cano, who is the Senior Vice President of Digital and E-commerce at Lowe's. Joe is going to be speaking here at the show. We're going to talk to him a little bit about that session. So, Joe, I want to take the opportunity and thank you and for joining me on today's show.
Thank you so much for having me. Very excited to be here.
So you're going to be talking here at the event, and one of the things you're going to be talking about is kind of the personalization of the digital shopping experience for Lowe's customers. And Lowe's is unique in that it has both a DIY homeowner as one customer segment, and then also professional contractors as well. And their needs are potentially different. So when thinking about that in those two different customer segments, how are you personalizing the experience to ensure that each customer gets that relevant, seamless experience that meets their specific needs?
Absolutely. So from the way the website's actually constructed, we have a full DIY side and we have a full kind of Pro side. So you can log into Pro and it will show you all the items you have purchased before, things you can reorder again. So say I am specializing in drywall. It will have all the drywall that you usually order, what you actually have, what quantities you actually need to purchase for your next project as well. So it's very exciting and intuitive that way. Also, it shows you brand new product from things you have purchased before. So it's a great way for pros to just make sure that we are offering them the best product, the best price available. And then you switch to the DIY side. We have some amazing personalization and we're consistently iterating on it. So I'll give you a quick example. We know by your geolocation where you are. So we can tell you, hey, it's going to be raining this weekend. Why don't you work on an indoor project? Hey, it is spring right now. And in your area, these plants are the things that actually grow best. You should probably reseed your lawn now. And we give them steps. So what we are really excited about is focusing in on being very helpful and focusing on being a tech-forward home improvement retailer. And so with that, we want to make sure that as people go and search the site, no matter where they are, we're giving them inroads to say, hey, have you tried this? Hey, we've seen you look at vanities. Do you need flooring? Do you need a new mirror? Do you need new lighting for your bathroom project? So we are trying to give them what we like to call our next best action, which means we are trying to help the customer through their entire journey and not be so transactional, but to say, hey, we want to help you with your project, whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a contractor.
And I would imagine the DIY shopper might need a little bit more assistance. It's a little bit more consultative than a contractor, say a plumber that's coming to Lowe's. They know the exact pipes that they need. They knew the exact tools that they're looking for. Whereas the DIY shopper might need a little bit more of assistance.
Yes, absolutely. The amount of touch points. I mean, I don't think anyone just walks into a store and says, I'm buying this refrigerator today without doing any research. So what we have is a couple different tools that are really, really exciting. We were the first ones to launch this. We have a great AI tool called Milo. And Milo can help you with anything of what's the best French door refrigerator that I have for under $1,000. How do I build a raised flower bed? How do I paint my cabinets? And we give them step-by-step tutorials. We give them product recommendations. We give them kind of everything because we know it is difficult out there if you're trying to do something yourself. So the amount of touch points we have, our customers are really gravitating towards that. So ones that utilize things like Milo and ask for it are more likely to purchase than people that actually don't. And so that's really exciting for us. Also, as you're in a PDP, product detail page, and you're seeing something, we actually give you some other things that we think you should be purchasing as well. So we're like, hey, if you're buying this, you probably need these other things that you might not even thought of. Again, our mission is to be very helpful to you so we can kind of create that trust and bond with that customer saying, we've got your back no matter what project you're working on.
It's a great segue into what I wanted to ask you next, Joe, in terms of a product discovery. Because a lot of times the customer, to your point, might not know exactly what they need when they arrive on Lowe's.com or in store. So tell us a little bit about how you're thinking about making that discovery process faster, easier, smarter for the customer so that you're fulfilling all that they might need from that shopping trip.
It's such a great question. And yes, I would say almost half the people that come to our site and or our store, they don't know what they need, but they know what they want in the end result. And so what we do is we try to kind of give them the signals. And the things that we're testing right now is actually even asking customers, like, what do you need help with today? I need help because my sink is dripping. Okay, great. Well, here are some things that you actually can do. And we provide that for you kind of in a step-by-step. So for us, it is all about seeing what the customer is looking at, prompting them as well. And then if you feel like our chat box can actually help, we then actually push that forward and say, hey, it looks like you might need an agent. Do you want to chat with somebody right now? And all of those things combined actually really help us get customers to increase that conversion rate and add to basket. And then we follow up and say, hey, did that project work out for you? So we've got a great team that not only does, order resolution, but outwardly reach out to the customers and says, did this project work out? Like, how satisfied are you with what you purchased from Lowe's? And all that, again, builds trust. We have something internally we call an LTR, likely to recommend, likelihood to recommend. So would you recommend Lowe's? And we strive to always get in the score of a high 80. And so that is our mission, is to make sure that customers are saying, yes, Lowe's is a helpful, trusted resource for us, and we'll always go back there. And so making sure that we're looking at what they browsed before, seeing what customers have browsed those similar type of items and what they ultimately purchased. So we are consistently looking across PLPs, product listing pages, and also PDP saying, hey, here's some other things you should potentially check out as well, whether you want to go higher end, whether you want to go lower end. So we try to give them a great offering of things, but also put in like, here are the best sellers. So if you just want, this is what most other customers gravitate towards.
Yeah, giving them that choice and creating that, like you said, the word you use, trust, which hopefully is going to engender loyalty, right? So they're going to come back to you again and again. I want to switch gears slightly and talk a little bit about the third-party marketplaces. That's a growing area of the business. How does that expansion enhance the digital experience? And in particular, talk a little bit about what you're doing to maintain that quality and what we were just talking about, the trust that the customer has with Lowe's.com now coming onto the third-party marketplace as well.
Yeah, I love that question. This is something I'm getting a lot. So one, I want to point out, we are a closed marketplace, meaning that people don't just come in and onboard whatever they want. We vet every seller, we vet our items, and we make sure that these people can deliver on time, that have the same SLAs of what our 1P or first party product that we purchase. We want to make sure that is a very seamless experience. So to the customer, they don't know if it's coming from directly from a vendor or directly from Lowe's. We want that same experience. So that's number one. Number two, our stores can only handle so many SKUs. And so we have seen that customers are gravitating towards things that we don't carry in the store. And I'll give you a quick example, and this is one that I actually purchased as well. We are saying we want to be a total home strategy. Everything for the home we want at Lowe's. And so we started carrying things like saunas, which I purchased, which is fantastic. All the way to like $1,300 faucets, which again, we probably wouldn't carry in store. So what we're seeing is customers are gravitating towards some of these higher end products, gravitating towards some of these great value products that you would find on some other retailers as well, and really just broadening that perspective. As you look at our customer base, it's the entire United States. So we have customers in all type of bands, depending on if they're a Gen Z, down to a baby boomer, they might all want different things. So for us, what we are doing is we're bringing in everything that we have seen being searched, but maybe not being found, and focusing in on those vendors to make sure we have that great offering. And an amazing stat, which has been shared a couple different times, is all of this great kind of new offerings that we've had have created new customers for us as well. So about 25% of everyone that's shopping in Marketplace is brand new to Lowe's, both in-store and online. So to me, that shows that we were just walking these customers to our competition. And that is not what I want to do. I want to keep them in Lowe's. I want them to be loyalists. I want them to join our loyalty program, which is absolutely amazing. So overall, it has unlocked so much potential, and we are just getting started. We really launched in May with Miracle, which spiked the amount of sellers we have and the amount of items. And I cannot wait for next year when we start to see these numbers just really balloon.
Yeah, it seems like it's very incremental to the business, which is critical.
Absolutely. We are not just adding in the same exact things we have in store. We are adding in things that are higher price point, lower price point, categories we're not really in, or categories where maybe we weren't fully winning or didn't have the correct assortment. We're adding in all of these things, and it is actually really exciting to see. And as we look at our LTR, it is not too far off of our .com, which makes me feel that we're adding in the right sellers, we're adding in the right SLAs, we're putting in those right governances. And for us, we believe our sellers are also customers. So we're having an amazing seller summit in the middle of October, inviting new sellers, inviting sellers that are currently on our platform, inviting Miracle. We have a great FedEx account people can actually dive into, and it can actually be cheaper for them to send things out versus their own contracts. So we are trying to be helpful, even with our seller base, to make sure that everyone knows you don't have to go to maybe some of these other players that don't know home improvement. We are the only home improvement retailer in the U.S. that currently has a marketplace, and I am doubling down on it.
So we talked a little bit about discovery and then leading them through the process, and that could be at the shopper's discretion of how much assistance they need, how quickly they want to get through to checkout. But I want to talk a little bit about, I know Lowe's has prioritized that checkout and fulfillment experience as well. So can you talk about the innovations that are happening there when the customer does get to that final checkout page and what you're doing to increase confidence at the point of sale?
Yeah, absolutely. So fulfillment is huge. So I've introduced what we'd like to call the It's a Retail, and that's have it. Do we have the right product? Price it. Is it priced correctly? Find it. Can you find this product with key search terms? Display it. Is everything on the PDP or product detail pages that we need? And then fulfill it. Can we fulfill it in the right time that our customers expect it? And so with all of that, we are trying to make sure that we're scoring really good across the board and having like a high score in the 90s. And for us, fulfillment is a huge part of it. People have been drawn to Amazon being fulfilled next day, same day, 2-day. And so what we're doing is we're trying to see how do we combat that. We've got 1,700 plus stores across the U.S. We can fulfill from most of those stores as well. And people can do BOPIS, which is buy online, pick up in store also. So we're really showcasing to customers, hey, if you want it within the next 2 hours, order it right now, and it's going to be ready in 2 hours. That's huge, something that Amazon cannot do. And with regards to checkout, I think everybody's biggest pain point is, am I logged in? Do I have to be logged in? Do I remember my password? We have made it so seamless and easy that hopefully, in my mind, in the future, we won't even have to use passwords anymore. We can just use pass keys. So right now, even if you remember your password, but you're like, you know what, I'm just going to use this quick little pass key to give me a one-time code to log in, we have that. So we've seen that increase our conversion rates. We've seen that abandoned cart actually come down, which is amazing to see. And we're just making it easier for customers. We're also looking to add in things like, hey, if you're a loyalty member, you could save X many points. Also, if you don't want to pay for this all right now, we have great partners. You can spread that over time also. So what we are doing is really just trying to take all of that customer friction out and make sure that it's a seamless experience as possible. So checkout is huge for us as we look, because we know that that's that last touch point within the customer journey.
And I'm thinking about, as you're talking about that speed of delivery, particularly as the DIY person like myself at home, if I'm working on a project on a weekend and it's like, oh, I need this piece or I need this nut or screw or whatever the case may be, and I need it quickly, that ability to get that product to the customers is critical.
It's absolutely critical. And so we've actually partnered with some great brands like DoorDash, like Uber, and Instacart. And so those people, you can go on their site and you can get things right away within 2 hours. And that to me is a huge game changer for us. Coming in from a place like Walmart where you could get some things delivered within 1 to 2 to 3 hours, I want to make sure we actually had something like that at Lowe's as well. And the great thing is people have rallied around it. And it is very, very easy to use. And so for me, again, as you're working on a project, the last thing you want to do, if you're like, I missed this one part, is to then stop your project, pack up, go to the store, drive, look for that product, find it, get back in your car, go back, and then you've lost hours. And so this is a great way to say, you know what, I'm going to work on something else right now, because I'm sure your list is probably not just that. There's probably a bunch of other things. And while that person is doing all that work for you, you can actually be more efficient on your weekend and give you time back.
So I'm going to have one final question, and you touched on it a little bit. I'm interested in terms of the digital touch points. There's obviously many that Lowe's has with its customers, but the loyalty arena and creating that, in particular what you're doing with your loyalty program, and also customers that aren't necessarily in that loyalty program yet. What are you doing to create that repeat engagement?
Yeah, so there's a couple different things. One is we're starting to have kind of loyalty-only events where we're saying, hey, if you're a loyalty member, you actually can get a deeper discount on some of these great events, whether that is a day early, whether that is an entire event. We've got great kind of gift with purchases as well. We have great events in store that actually also focus in on kind of the family and bringing your entire family there to see what you can do to kind of increase that. So for me, loyalty isn't just about having a program and shouting from the rooftops. It's understanding what the customers actually want and need and giving them something that other customers don't have. And so for us, seeing the success of the loyalty program has been paramount for us, and we have seen that. So we've seen customer engagement continuously increasing. We are nowhere near done with our loyalty program. We're consistently adding in new features and new functionality so that we can get people like in it in a faster way and make it more seamless. But overall, what our customers are gravitating towards is, oh wow, I get early access because I'm an X member. And we're actually testing out other things like, hey, if you're a gold member, you can get free shipping for up to 30 days for these things. That is a big wow for customers also. So again, just testing out different things with different tiers to say, how can we engage our customers? And then on the pro side, they love it. That is their number one bread and butter. They're like, I've got the Close credit card. I'm in the loyalty program. I am saving money for me, for my clients. Like, it is a win-win on that perspective. So Pro is doing an amazing job. We just got to get DIY up to kind of the pro levels, and I think we're going to be striking gold here.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense with that pro customer. They're probably at Lowe's 5-6 days a week, yes. Right? And they get that value from the program. Great. Well, I want to take the opportunity to thank Joe Cano, who is the Senior Vice President of Digital and E-Commerce at Lowe's, for joining us here at Shop Talk and in this episode of Total Retail Talks. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This was a great chat.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at mytotalretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review this podcast. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks.
Optimove, the leader in positionless marketing, empowers marketers to instantly deliver real-time personalization. Boosting campaign efficiency by 88%, it allows marketers to do anything and be everything. Go to optimove.com/total retail to get your first month free when buying Optimove's positionless marketing platform.